It is time now for my strawberry letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click submit strawberry letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Subject: he's growing on me. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 58-year-old single woman, never married, and I don't have any children. I've been engaged twice, but I don't believe in collecting red flags, so I luckily got out of the relationships in time because right now, one of the guys is on his third marriage and the other one is married, and he and his wife are swingers. After them, I am very intentional about who I date, and I am brutally honest with my partners. This new guy that I met on a blind date is handsome, and we have great conversation, but he lives in a one-bedroom apartment with a big, shaggy dog. At my age, they say that I should lower my standards, but this man had me worried when I met him. Our mutual friend hooked us up, and she checks in with me from time to time to see how things are going. About a week ago, we were chatting, and I told her that the man was growing on me. Days later, the man's attitude changed, and I noticed a shift in his personality. I eventually confronted him about how he was acting, and he said he was offended that I said he's growing on me. I don't think what I said was bad at all, and I see it I said it to our mutual friend to keep her out of our business. Well, he didn't like it one bit, and he said he was going to give me time to think about what I said. I defended what I said, and he hung up on me. It's been a few days, and I miss him so much. I want him to come to his senses and come back to me. But what if he doesn't? Is this maybe God's way of telling me he's not the one for me? Girl, send that man a thank you note and just keep it moving. I don't think he's the one. You said you don't collect red flags, and this is a colossal red flag with this guy. You felt it when you first met him. You didn't like the fact that he lives in a one-bedroom apartment with a big shaggy dog, but you were able to let that go and still date him. He got mad when you told your friend that he was growing on you, which was an honest response from you and a way you said to keep your friend out of your business. He didn't like that. He didn't like you said it at all, that you said it at all. But instead of talking to you about it, coming to you about it, he got offended. Now he's just being rude. He hung up on you. He ghosted you. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Remember, you said you don't believe in collecting red flags. And I say don't do this. He will act the same way if you guys get married because this is who he is. Steve?
Well, Shirley, I see a couple of things in this letter to this lady's kind of a bit of contradictory. She's leaving out some stuff, and I found it.
Okay.
I found it very quickly.
I agree with that.
I'm a 58-year-old single woman, never married, and I don't have any children. I've been engaged twice, but I don't believe in collecting red flags. You don't believe in collecting relationships either. 'Cause 58, never been married, no kids. All right, cool. Then that's what you do. You know, that's what you're really good at being single. And it's probably why you're still single, because that's what you're good at. I got out of the relationships in time because right now one of the guys is on his third marriage. Well, that don't mean it wouldn't have worked with you. If he could have still married you if you were the right one, you know, and the other one is married and he and his wife is swingers. Well, you know.
You know what?
You didn't want to sign up for that, but he ain't asked you to be no swinger. You just, whatever y'all broke up, now he went and done something else. What that got to do with you, though? You know? After them, I'm very intentional about who I date, and I'm brutally honest with my partners. Here we go, brutally honest. That's why you ain't got nobody now. I done told y'all about this honesty. You got to lie if you want to have a relationship. Here's a perfect example for it right here. If you don't learn to lie, technically, in particular moments, you cannot maintain a relationship. You just can't. And here it is, proof. And guess what she says? I'm very intentional about who I date, and I'm brutally honest with my partners. See all that right there? Now guess what? She ain't got no partner. And she 58 and ain't got no kids. You know why? Because she don't lie. She is brutally honest. And that's what you get. Nah.
Are you for real right now?
I told y'all. I told you all this truth y'all running your mouth on. The new guy that I met on a blind date is handsome and we have great conversation, but he lives in a 1-bedroom apartment with a big shaggy dog. Now I can tell you one thing for sure. His house stink. Cause that big shaggy dog, them shaggy dogs, you can't wash them good. They carry, and dogs are not the best smelling creatures on earth anyway. So his house stink. At my age, they say I should lower my standards, but this man had me worried when I met him. Our mutual friend hooked us up and she checks in with me from time to time, see how I'm going. About a week ago, we was chatting. I told her the man was growing on me.
Oh.
A few days later, man's attitude changed. I noticed a shift in his personality. So I confronted him about how he was acting, and he said he was offended that I said he was growing on me. When we come back, we're going to dig into that statement. Why is he growing on me? Offended this man.
Okay. All right. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up, Steve, at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject is, we're going to talk about it when we come back. He's growing on me. He's growing on me.
He's offended that I said he's growing on me. Okay.
We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
An education is a transformation. Every day, the Thurgood Marshall College Fund transforms lives through scholarships, professional development, and career advancement opportunities. We also connect forward-thinking companies with exceptional HBCU talent through workforce development programs. I'm a proud HBCU graduate, and my experience shaped me into the person I am today. The education, culture, community, and lifelong connections helped me reach my fullest potential. The Thurgood Marshall College Fund is America's largest organization that exclusively represents the HBCU community. If you believe in education, opportunity, and building future leaders, this is where it starts. Join us and be a part of the transformation. Apply, donate, or partner with us today at tmcf.org.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, he's growing on me.
See, this lady right here who wants to blame everybody but herself, there's something wrong with her. She's 58 years old, single woman, never been married, and don't have any kids. And I've been engaged twice, but I don't believe in collecting red flags. I told y'all at the earlier break, she don't believe in collecting relationships either, because this woman's really good at being single. And maybe that's just her lot in life. She's going to be single because she's good at that. Luckily I got out the relationships, because right now, one of them guys on his 3rd marriage, and the other guy, he married, and him and his wife are swingers. What that got to do with you? Nothing. And I'm very intentional after that about who I date, and I am brutally honest with my partners. This is why she ain't got nobody right now, because she is brutally honest with her partners. I done told y'all about this being honest all the time. I tell you, if you don't learn how to specifically lie.
Wow.
It's got to be in specific places now. And it's got to have specific purpose.
Like, what do you mean?
You've got to know when to lie. But I'm going to give you a chance, because I'm going to show you what happened when you're brutally honest first year.
Okay.
The new guy I met on a blind date, he's handsome, and we had a great conversation, but he lives in a 1-bedroom apartment with a big shaggy dog. Now, keep in mind, big shaggy dog. All right. At my age, they say I should lower my standard, but this man had me worried when I met him. Our mutual friend hooked us up, checked on me, see how things was going. About a week ago, we was chatting, and I told her to keep us out of our business, that the man was growing on me. Well, days later, the man's attitude changed. Here we go. Now watch this right here. I noticed a shift in his personality. I eventually confronted him. Here we go. Confronted. She's confrontational and she's brutally honest. Now watch this right here. And I noticed the shift, and I eventually confronted him about how he was acting, and he said he was offended that I said he was growing on me. I don't think I said that bad was all that bad. Well, it probably was.
Why?
Cause see, you didn't just tell me, well, what you mean by you ain't growing on me? Well, at first I didn't like you, because you had this little tiny one bed. Here we go with this brutal honesty. I didn't like you at first because when I first met you, I had this little tiny little apartment and that big dog rocking around and your house stank.
She said that?
Yeah, I'm brutally honest. And your house was stinking and all this here. And every now and then when we go out, some of your clothes, your dog must sleep in the closet over there by the closet or something, because you smell like a wet dog sometime when we go out. And I'm just being brutally honest. So then I said, well, it's growing on me because now, I done got used to the dog and then got used to you and your house and how I smell and, you walking out smelling like your house. That's why we always walk around the block before we go in the restaurant so you can air out a little bit.
She told him that too?
I'm brutally honest. Which is why you 58 years old and ain't got nobody.
Yeah, they're not going to make it.
Yeah, because she brutally honest. And so then our mutual friend, he come talk, he got an attitude, and I eventually confronted him, and then he said he was offended that I said he was growing on me. And I don't think that was that bad at all. I said to our mutual friend, he didn't like it one bit. And he said he was going to give me some time to think about what I said. Why I got to think about what I said? I was just being brutally honest. Now, Shirley, ask me a question that you think the man would want to know, and I'll show you how she was being honest.
That the man would want to know?
Yeah, the man want to know.
Oh, okay. So what is it about my one-bedroom apartment? I thought it was nice. You like my furniture?
It's just tiny, baby. It's tiny. It's tiny. It's just, I didn't know it was an apartment. That's not a tiny house.
Well, what about my car? My car is, I have a nice car. You like my car? I mean, it's a little old, but.
It's very old. And and the dog been in it.
Well, I got to take the dog out to the park and stuff.
Yeah, but y'all let that dog walk, because it is enough that your house smell like a dog and your clothes are smelling like a dog. Now, I done got in here with this dress. Now, that's why we go walk around the block before we go and eat restaurants. Because we can't all be in there smelling like this big shaggy dog.
Well, how about we spend a romantic evening at my apartment? I'll cook you something for dinner.
Wait a minute.
What?
Baby. Now, we're not going to be able to get romantic now. Now, I didn't hear what all this going on.
What do you mean?
This dog walking around barking, sitting where I want to sit. I tried it one time, then the dog, he all out at the door. I don't like all that.
Yeah, I was hoping you would sleep over, and we wake up the next morning.
Nah, that's why I get up, because I can't stay in there. I got.
You're thinking about getting another dog.
And I was going to call the shelter.
Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram.
You ever thought about putting your dog under?
And Facebook at Steve Harvey
I'm just being
FM.
honest.
And check us out on the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Now, coming up next, it is Junior with the sports update. Sports
it's going to be
right
either
after
me
this.
or that dog. That's what you want.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.